What's up, everybody? Fester here, along with my partner in crime, Big Dan.
Hey, everyone.
Going to give you guys a little update. So far, we're a month into the DDP Yoga program, and we've got some pretty good results so far.
I think so.
Him a little more than me.
Well, actually, I would say you're on the measurements. You're doing better more on the measurements. I'm doing a little bit better on the weight.
I'm definitely on the weight.
So
I had a rough week last week.
Yeah, stress will do lovely things to you.
Yeah, it was not pretty.
That's why we're here to support.
Yeah.
We'll get back on the bandwagon.
Oh,
You're still doing, the thing is, you're still doing all the DDP stuff.
Yep.
It's just you got a little bit off the less junk than normal. You went a little bit more junk.
I went pretty much all junk.
So, yeah. But you'll get back on the horse.
Most definitely. I'm back on the horse now.
So, there you go.
So, yeah. Anyway, Dan's been, he didn't think he was doing as good as what he did until we had to do our pictures again for the Team DDP Yoga?
Team DDP Yoga.
Team DDP Yoga. And we compared him pictures and he's completely blown away.
Yeah. Well, you were showing me, before we took the pictures, you were showing me how much you had progressed.
Yeah.
And I was amazed at the difference you've done. I didn't think I was going to be that much different, but wow.
Dude, you kept up. You were pretty close.
Yeah. So
not far off at all.
I was very impressed. It's funny, DDP keeps saying it, and we do the energy. And he keeps saying, and if you can't do it yet, 2 weeks from now, talk to me again.
Yeah.
And I keep going, yeah, whatever. But those pictures, and he keeps saying at the beginning, take the pictures at the beginning, take the pictures at the beginning. I mean, you were sort of disappointed with the weight when you found out about the weight, but when you started looking at the pictures, the difference in the pictures,
Big difference.
yeah, so
Completely big difference.
if you were to hear him at the beginning saying, take the pictures, take the pictures, take the pictures, trust him, take the pictures.
Trust us. Take the pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I've lost an inch across my chest and waist. I've lost 2 inches around my hips and my thighs. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and I got 8 pounds gone.
Yeah, and I'm pretty similar, but I've lost nothing on my waist. Whatever happened there, I don't quite understand. But my chest is down, I do believe. You've got the numbers. My chest is down.
Your chest is down 1 inch.
Yeah.
Your hips and your thigh, well, your hips are down 2 inches, and your thigh is down actually 3 inches.
Well, yeah. So, there you go.
And you've got 20 pounds gone.
And I have 20 big pounds gone. Now, I would also say, we've talked about this before. I've had a complete life change. I went from a job that was sitting at a desk all day to a job which has me on my feet all day, moving and working. So that's helped me out a ton. So
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah.
And I mean, I'm always on my feet. I'm working actually 6 days a week right now.
Yeah.
So,
So it's not that I haven't fallen off the wagon as far as the diet goes. It's just I've had a lot to compensate for it on the other side of it.
and I work around food.
So
It's easy. If something crosses my mind and I get, depressed or stressed or whatever, I mean, just comfort food. So,
yeah.
but I'm overall, I feel like I'm doing a hell of a lot better than what I was. I mean,
Yeah.
I went from sitting down eating, a big bag of chips, 2 big bags of chips a night, before we even started this, to like a 45-gram bag of cheesies.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a huge difference.
I wanted to ask you about you take hikes up the hill and stuff. Have you noticed much difference about how if it's easier, if it's harder? Not so much joints wise, but I mean endurance wise.
I actually haven't, because I haven't been walking up the hill much lately.
Oh, okay.
I've discovered that I have an Achilles heel right now, which is my right foot. Ever since I started doing the yoga, I've pretty well lost a lot of strength in my right foot when it comes to walking on rocky terrain. My ankle just completely keeps rolling over for no reason.
I wonder if you went on to the DDP Yoga, Team Yoga, or whatever it's called. I don't know why I can never remember that name. But Team DDP Yoga.
Yeah.
If you put it in as a post and see if anyone else is having a similar issue or if anyone has suggestions.
Yeah.
It might be something where they say, oh, you know that exercise where he does? You might want to lay off that one.
It's quite possible because
Yeah.
I go pretty hardcore when I do the.
I know,
the
that's
yoga.
why it's the hardest thing. And we talked about this, me and you. I don't remember if we've talked about it on the video. But doing a lot of the exercises, it's so hard because I've been so geared towards when you do something, do it.
Yeah.
go 110, 120% to the can.
Oh, I always do.
And when I look at the heart rate monitor sometimes, especially when I'm doing balancing things on my left side, so the broken table on my left side, I've seen my heart rate spike to like 190. And
well, at least you can use your heart rate monitor. Mine, on the other hand, refuses to pick up my heart rate anymore. So,
yeah,
I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it. And
we've all found out that his heart just doesn't exist.
I can't help it. I have no heart.
Talk about the Grinch getting 3 sizes too small. He just isn't there.
2 sizes.
2 sizes too small?
2 sizes too small.
Yeah, see? No heart.
And you're
Couldn't
a
even
Christmas
give
guy.
me that.
You can't even remember the Grinch.
Anyway. But yeah, no, the reason I asked you about the endurance thing is because I was picking my daughter up from the last day at school. And my wife wanted pictures outside of the school, so we had a bunch of stuff. I had laid all down to take pictures of her.
Yeah.
And then we left and we walked back down to the car, and I realized that I'd forgotten my daughter's plants that she had grown in class.
Oh, okay.
So, worried about them being taken or trampled
Yeah.
by someone else, I said, come on, we gotta run back and get them. And I ran
I still can't.
all the way from the car. Now, mind you, I was running with a 6-year-old, so it's not like I was going, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
But I still jogged or ran all the way from the car to the school, which wasn't close because you can't park in the parking lot at the school because it's off limits so that buses can get through during school hours. So I had to park like across the street and down the hill and over the road to get in. So it was, I'm not talking like a kilometer run now, but you know what I mean. It was a fair distance.
No.
Usually me, it's like 10 feet, and then we keep on going, right? So, but I was impressed. I ran all the way to school.
Awesome, man.
So, yeah, that was
High
good. So,
Perfect.
yeah. Otherwise, how do you find the program? How do you do with the
Love it.
exercises? I know you're doing a lot more, I think, than I am, although I've picked it up since we've talked about how I've had to switch it up because Mondays and Wednesdays are my busiest days. So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays wasn't working for me.
Fridays.
So I had to switch my schedule from Friday, Sundays, Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So that's what my week is now. And it's going so much better. I'm staying on track. I'm doing the exercises. It's so much better. I'm even fitting in a few extra. Like Saturday, we ate out Saturday that we weren't expecting. So when I came home that evening, I said, well, let's go do the diamond dozen.
Yeah.
Just to, so I was just like, cool. So it's worked out.
I'm pretty sure I'm one program ahead of you right now.
Yeah, I think you're about a week ahead of me.
Yeah, because I started the fat burner.
February,
yesterday.
yeah, which is that's the Wednesday. Is it really the Wednesday, or is it?
It was supposed to be Friday last week.
Yes, that's what I thought.
However, I was in a lot of pain Friday. I didn't attempt to do it. My legs. I think it was because of the weather.
Yeah,
My legs, my lower back was killing me, and my shoulders. So I took it easy.
but that's cool because you make DDP Yoga your own.
Yeah.
So
yesterday,
fit
which
it in.
was supposed to be the
back to energy.
back to energy,
Yeah.
I went and done the fat burner instead. And holy sweet honorable Jeebus. Whoo!
Yeah, he warned me. I don't have to do that until Tuesday, as in a week from today. So that's a week. So I am pretty much like a week and a couple of days behind you. So my first fat burner is next Tuesday, which is my Friday, but it's now my Tuesday. So
And not only did it burn fat, but it burned everything else. Every fiber in my body was on fire by the time it was done.
yeah,
I actually collapsed on the floor.
Oh,
It was good, and I was beat to a snot, but it was really good workout.
yeah.
But for the length of time that it is, and I think it's like a half an hour workout.
Yeah.
Holy God!
Now, I wanted to chat a little bit with you about, because I have not done that one, so I'm really worried about it. But we've chatted a little bit, me and you, with the energy.
Oh, yes.
And we've talked about how we were both finding it not to be much of a workout.
Yeah.
And I think that's sort of what he intended, because he mentions a couple of times about don't worry about the heart rate. We did jack it up a little bit, but we're going to get to that. And I'm pretty sure he's talking about fat burner when he
buddy.
So, but we also chatted and we talked about not being able to do the lunge.
Yeah.
And having to stick to a knee. I switched it up and I did the lunge.
Oh, really?
But I stepped it in. So I didn't do a big lunge.
Yeah.
I literally don't think my feet were much more than like that far apart.
Oh, okay.
And it turned into a workout. Because I find when I'm on my knee, balance isn't all that much of an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
No.
But when I'm up
not
on my
really.
feet on a lunge, balance becomes an issue. So you're working side to side, you're using a lot more of those core muscles to keep yourself
Oh,
steady.
okay. So,
So,
to try that.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I also went out and got myself a brick. You know how they talk about the bricks?
Oh, where'd you get it?
Walmart.
Really?
Yeah. So, I think it was $7, $8, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So that helped out, especially because I talked to you too about the first kick up, whatever he calls that kick up, with you stick your leg up, and your head down. It's one of the first things you do in the energy. Your leg off the ground where you're bouncing on one leg.
The standing split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one missus does it on a chair.
Yeah.
And I was telling Fester here that I was doing it on the floor. I was like, well, I wasn't getting my leg up very far. But then I was having a hard time keeping my balance. So I said, well, coffee table was nearby. And I said, well, let's just try it with the coffee table. And the minute I put my hands on the coffee table and straightened up my leg, boy, did I feel the stretch.
Yeah.
That I wasn't feeling, because I don't think I was doing it right when I was trying to touch the floor. So now I use the brick.
Oh.
So
invest in the brick.
yeah, and it's also helped with the other one where you do the whole
The stretch.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, it's helped out. But yeah, doing the lunge, and even though, and the thing is, at the start I find I start with a bigger lunge,
Yeah.
and as I start to feel it, I just step it in, but I never go to a knee. I try and do whatever I can not to go to a knee.
Oh, okay.
So, and I've turned that in. Yeah, it's a workout now. So
Definitely gonna have to try that tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about energy, thinking the same, big guys like us, we've talked about a few things that we're finding. We figure because we're big guys, a lot of the legs, like the catcher.
Yeah.
I keep going. There's got to be something I'm doing wrong, because the catcher one in the Diamond Dozen is. He talks about the modifications, and after the second Diamond Dozen, I just don't listen to his modifications, and I just do it normal
Yeah.
whenever he asks you to, because I don't have an issue getting in and out of the catcher.
Oh, I don't either.
The only thing I can't do is what Buddy does and puts his 2 arms down on the ground.
I can get close,
Oh yeah?
but I can't. I'm like that
Oh,
far
no.
away from the floor,
I'm not even
but I
close.
can't go. I can't get my forearms in on the floor.
Yeah. So
Hopefully, in a couple weeks.
yeah. But we've noticed a big difference. These things tend to get in the way with some of the exercises, so that's the whole point of trying to get rid of this, I guess, so that the whole flexibility becomes
Yeah,
a little
well,
bit
when
easier.
you get into fat burner, it's like, okay, insert head between cheeks of ass and kiss your butt. Wow.
But
It's
yeah.
a really good workout.
I think, yeah, but basically overall, I think we're both very happy with it. We're both sticking with it,
Oh, yeah.
which is impressive to say the least, because we've both tried stuff before that lasted 2 days,
Yeah.
3 days. I don't think I've much made it past the first week. And I struggled past the first week with this, but I have to say that I have to thank you, and I have to thank you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys and us doing this, I think after those first trepidations of that first week where Monday and Wednesday didn't work, I probably would have kicked it all to the curb. But didn't happen this time. I sat down
and
everywhere.
you're now seeing, you know,
Oh, yeah.
the benefits
Yeah.
of doing it.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. I like the workout so far. Haven't had to do the fat burner yet, so yeah, get my ass.
It's
kicked.
not a hard
No,
program.
you will.
It's more intense because it's a faster pace with the moves.
You also scared me a little bit because you're talking about the plank and the push-ups, and I can barely hold the plank and the push-ups.
Yeah, it's like I think it was like.
I might have to go to my
15
knees
second
quite a bit.
Plank push up, and you got to lower yourself down. You hold it, and it's
Although I will say, when we first started doing the energy, I was doing the plank all the time on my knees. The last 2 energies that I've done it on. I've stayed off my knees.
refuse to do it on my knees.
See, yeah, I can't do push-ups. I've always had issues with push-ups. So if I don't go to my knees, I used to always screw up my shoulders. So I used to. That's why I was doing it. But now I'm doing it.
Yeah.
For those in the energy, it's just 3 seconds. So it's hold for 5, go down for 3, hold for 3. He says me now they're holding for 10 and going for 5 and.
Yeah, it's
I'll
pretty
get there, I
intense.
guess.
You're shaking
Yeah.
like this, doing it, but I mean,
It's right now. I'm like, count, hurry up, 3, 2, 1. Yes, okay, good.
No, I well, push-ups never bothered me anyway, and planking. I
Okay.
used to be able to plank for a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
See now, my
Not
thing always used to be my abs because I was a sailor. So we used to sail in small boats,
Yeah.
and the only way to keep them flat on the water because the wind blowing against the sail is to get your butt out over the side of the boat
Yeah.
and lean back. So I used to be able to, with my feet under, like if you were sitting on benches, the top bench of bleachers,
Yeah.
I could put my feet under the first and go all the way back, all the way down,
Yeah.
and bring myself all the way back up. That's what crunches were to me
Yeah.
in high school. It wasn't like sitting down to do a crunch, didn't do anything for me. It was at a bleacher where I could bring myself all the way back, like down below where my feet,
Yeah.
and then back up.
Back up.
So I can't do that anymore. Not even close.
So overall, I mean,
But-
DDP, you're kicking our butts, and
Yep.
we thank you so much for it. And I really can't say anything more positive about the program so far. It's phenomenal.
I do think that the key to this thing is his constant talk about making it your own.
Yeah.
Even in the diet, which he doesn't like to call a diet, but we're calling it a diet because there's no other word for it. That's easy. He basically says, what's your goal? If your goal is to lose 50 pounds in 4 months, stick to the frickin' diet. If your goal is just to start losing weight, then maybe you can sneak a treat in there. It's up to you. It's what is your goal and what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Which is really good because yes, I do want to lose the weight, but I know if I give up sweets and treats completely, well, that's what I did. The first week, I went hardcore on this diet, and by Wednesday, especially with the new job, I was craving food, craving it. Meat especially, protein especially, which I've had to increase my protein, which I'm not used to, but I had to because of the work that I'm doing. But I needed those treats. I just did. And now I'm able to stick closer to the diet and to the regimen of the workouts because it's easier. So make it your own, set a goal, and do what you need to do to reach that goal. I mean, that's the thing. If I start plateauing, if I get down to 260 and I don't start losing any more weight, I know that I'm going to have to start cutting out sweets.
Yeah.
Right? That's the reality of it. Right now, I'm still losing weight at a comfortable rate, so I don't have to. But if I get to that point where I'm 260 and my goal is to be 220, and I'm not getting past 260, or I'm going 260, and 2 weeks later I'm 259, I know there's something else I got to change. I'm not at that point yet, but I know when it comes, and it'll be easier to do that when it comes because I've reduced it rather than going cold turkey.
Straight.
So, it's my opinion.
Mine too.
Yeah.
I can't say anything bad about it. I've been greatly pleased so far.
Yeah.
My flexibility has increased.
Wow.
So
if you're on the DDP Yoga, Team Yoga, whatever, I don't know why I can't remember that.
Team DDP
Yoga. Check out. You gotta give your name right now because I don't know how you got it set up on that.
Stacy Sims.
Yeah, there you go. Check him out. Check his 1 month, his original, the first day pictures and his 30-day pictures. Phenomenal. Honestly, went from not being able to get close to your toes in the bend over.
I think I was this far away from my toes.
To now being able to put palms on floor when he leans over to touch his toes. Impressive.
I'm quite pleased.
So yeah, DDP.